How can you invest into cryptocurrency indirectly? Well, when there's a gold rush, why not just sell shovels? Simply invest into a brokerage platform such as Coinbase. That's a great way of playing this market. So in this video, we're going to dive into, is Coinbase stock undervalued? The business model, the founder activity, the insider selling and buying activity for Coinbase stock, and the risks with investing into this company. So without further ado, let's dive in. Diving in right here, guys, we can see the share price of this company. The company IPO'd in April 2021. It had a monster bull run. It was up to $328 per share. Personally, I didn't invest at that time because there was just too much hype behind the stock at that moment. However, the stock has corrected down now by 24%. So this could be potential buying opportunity. We're going to find out in this video. Market cap for this company is $52 billion. Now this is the Coinbase here. As you can see, Coinbase is building the crypto economy, a fair, accessible, efficient and transparent financial system enabled by crypto. So this is basically a crypto exchange, a crypto brokerage. However, the interesting thing about Coinbase is it was one of the first and most easy to use crypto brokerage. So this company was started in 2012, whereas companies like Binance were started in 2017. So a few years after, this company was really a pioneer in the space. The company has 68 million verified users and over 462 billion quarterly volume traded. Now this company makes its money from this quarterly volume which is traded. So the spread between the buy price and the sell price on various cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, even Dogecoin, that's how this company makes its money. Employees, 2,100 employees. Now, the company also ranks number one on a variety of different platforms in terms of the best and easiest to use for beginners. You can see here, best US exchange for beginners, Coinbase there. Best for Bitcoin-oriented traders, according to Business Insider, Coinbase there. I will leave a link for Coinbase below as well if you guys want to check out this platform and sign up. I believe you might get something for free Bitcoin, etc. But is Coinbase the largest exchange in the world? Well, this is an issue with Coinbase. It isn't the largest exchange in the world. So as you can see from trading volume, this is looking at the top cryptocurrency spot exchanges in terms of traffic, liquidity, trading volumes. We can see Binance has a much higher volume here compared to the Coinbase exchange, which is much, much lower. But Coinbase is second on this list. However, in the world rankings, Coinbase comes in, I believe, at number 13 on this list in terms of the world ranking, in terms of billions of dollars traded on the platform. So Coinbase is not the largest platform, but they are expanding into Germany and Japan. But it is one of the most easy to use platforms. I personally have had an account with these guys since I believe 2017. So it is one of the more established players in this space. Now, Coinbase is also investing heavily into a variety of new products. So they're currently allocating 10% of their capital into the new product range. For example, they're working with Bitcoin Borrow, which allows users to borrow money using Bitcoin as collateral. They're also working on a Coinbase card, which is already active, I believe, with Visa. So Visa users can actually spend their cryptocurrency on everyday purchases. So you can go into a store, use your Visa, but it will actually take cryptocurrency off your account and exchange it over to make the payment. So they are really moving towards a grand vision for a whole crypto economy. There's also some optionality with this stock. So Coinbase is also working on a platform called Coinbase Cloud. And the idea of this is to be what Amazon Web Services, AWS, is to the internet. So Coinbase Cloud will allow decentralized applications to be built on top of this platform. So that is really one of the grand visions of the CEO and founder, who we're going to dive into right now. So the CEO and founder of this company is Brian Armstrong. And this guy, I've watched a few interviews by him. I've studied some of his traits, and he does have all the traits of a great tech entrepreneur, such as Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, and many, many more. He has a long-term vision. He has a passion for the business. He has deep knowledge for the industry. I watched some of his interview, and one of the interviews was saying he was up coding till 2 a.m. on a few different projects, but it just shows his drive and commitment to this company, and he really does have a grand vision for building this entire crypto ecosystem. Now, of course, you know Motivation to Invest. I don't just take people's word for it. I look at the cold, hard numbers, and it's clear he does also have skin in the game. So he owns 17% of the company, and the insider total shares are 23% of the company. And from various companies which I study, that's one of the highest I've ever seen. So he does have a lot of faith in Coinbase moving forward into the future. Now, Coinbase is also backed by some leading investors. So we've got Andreessen Horowitz, which is a leading venture capital firm. They own 6% of the company. And I had my eagle eye on today and I noticed something really special. So one of their board members is a guy named Mark Andreessen. Now, this was a founder of Netscape back in the late 90s. This guy is one of the most intelligent people on this planet, and he's a living legend when it comes to venture capital, new technology, and spotting the trends moving forward. So this guy's on the board, but I have got another note about him a little bit later in this video on the risk section. And we also have ARK Invest, Disruptive Investors. They own 2% of Coinbase. We have Greylock, they own 0.29%. We also have a few smaller players such as Gary Tan at Initialized Capital. They work on a lot of venture capital, new companies, and they also invested into Coinbase stock. So there's quite a lot of VC players who are still in this place, but the question is, are they exiting? And I'm going to get into that later in this video. Okay, so let's dive into the cold hard numbers, and then I'm going to get into the risks for this company. Well, the company's revenue at the end of 2020 was $1.2 billion. However, the company's revenue has skyrocketed by over 300% to $4.9 billion. So this is my advanced valuation model here. I've plugged in all the numbers for Coinbase, and I've actually been really conservative in terms of the growth. So previously it grew at 300%. I've put next year it only grows at 30%, and then the next 2 to 5 years, 30% again. And I'm going to tell you why I've done that a little bit later in this video in the risk section. But plugging in all those numbers, is Coinbase stock undervalued right now? And the answer is, guys, yes. The stock is definitely undervalued right now. Value per share, $342, being extremely conservative, and the price is $248. So it's definitely looking over 20% undervalued right now, over 27% undervalued right now. And that's been really conservative. It's probably as much as 50% undervalued right now. I've also checked out this other valuation model. They say it's 8% undervalued right now. So it's clear the stock's definitely undervalued. I've looked at the price of sales compared to another sort of brokerage player in the space, but obviously not crypto, Robinhood. They have a price sales of 27, so you're paying 27 times the company's past sales. Coinbase price sales of just 14. Coinbase is definitely undervalued right now. However, guys, before you run off and go and buy Coinbase stock, firstly, this is not financial advice. Secondly, there are some major risks. There's an elephant in the room which we all need to talk about, and that is why the stock is undervalued. With the stock market, you should always know this, guys. Anytime you're buying a stock, someone else is selling it. And anytime a stock drops, it means people have been selling it. So usually there's a reason for that. Usually there's a reason a stock is sitting undervalued for a long period of time. There could be some major risks on the horizon, and that's what we're going to look at. As long as you're aware of the risks and you say, okay, I'm aware of the reward, I'm aware of all the risks, I'm willing to take this bet, then it's fine. But most people just brush over the risks and just invest blindly. So I'm not going to do that to you guys on this channel. I want you guys to actually make great returns in the market. So let's dive into the risks for this company. Okay, so the first major risk for Coinbase is it's a commodity broker. There are many different platforms where you can actually buy and sell cryptocurrency now compared to 2012 when this company was founded. So of course you've got Binance, you've even got stock brokerage platforms like eToro offering cryptocurrency. So the unique advantage that this company once had is not as much anymore. So the company's moat has sort of decreased slightly. And Coinbase isn't also the largest player in the space in terms of transaction volume. Even a player like Binance is a much better bet in terms of volume, but I don't believe they're a public company yet. Now, the second major risk is the volatility of cryptocurrency. So like it or not, Coinbase share price will be pegged to the price of cryptocurrency. So if crypto booms once again, the price of Coinbase will go up because their transaction volume will equal more revenues for Coinbase. And if crypto plummets, so will Coinbase's revenues, because what most people tend to do in the market is when there's a major sell-off, when there's a major market crash, most people get scared and they just stop investing and they stop trading, when really that's probably the best time to start trading. Now, the third major risk, and this really does put the money to the facts, and that is there's been a hell of a lot of insider selling since the IPO, especially from the VCs, the venture capital firms who invested into Coinbase stock. Now, I do understand this is how venture capital works. They invest early stage companies and they exit at the IPO. But if a company founder really had a lot of faith in the company moving forward, maybe they wouldn't exit and sell as much of their stock. There's been a hell of a lot of selling. Even the founder and CEO, and he does own a lot of the company still, but Brian Armstrong, $291 million worth of shares sold off at the IPO, $410. Well, don't get me wrong, great price, but it's quite funny really. An IPO, the founders are selling and the retail investors, the dumb money is coming in and buying. And I don't really like to see that. I like to see a founder at least stick around for 6 months or 1 year, 2 year lockup period. But yeah, he was selling straight away. And we also have Andreessen Horowitz, who I've got a hell of a lot of respect for, that venture capital firm. $6 million selling. And also they were selling at $230 per share, $4 million. Now that's not too high, but yeah, add it all up and it really does, it is a red flag for me, seeing that amount of selling moving forward. They still own a lot of the company, especially Mark Andreessen, he's still on the board. Brian Armstrong still in 17% of the company. But they're the major risks with investing into this company. We've got the upside potential if crypto continues to move forward and this company continues to expand and make money from the transaction volume. We've also got the company's diversified bets, which could be similar to what Amazon did 10 years ago, investing into these new technologies, and some of them may explode and grow heavily in the future. So the company does have a hell of a lot of potential, but there are a lot of risks hanging over, which is why Coinbase stock is undervalued right now. Now remember guys, this video is not financial advice. If you did find value in this video, feel free to give it a big thumbs up. That helps out tremendously with the channel. And if you do want to access in real time exactly which stocks I'm personally buying, selling, my entire 6-figure investment portfolio, and maybe even join our investing strategy course, all can be found first link in the description below or second link for our VIP group only. It's extremely cost effective, guys, and probably one of the best investments you will ever make in yourself. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all have an incredible day, and I'll see you in my next video. Invest safe.